You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Grave digging's a fine profession. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Yeah?
You some sort of freelancer?
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this.
Less of the grease monkey, Argo?
I'm
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to... Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but you will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and...
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tapes.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we chat? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always... To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right end. That's what my dad used to say. Sure.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is... One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill... I happen to know such a book is at my retrieval effort. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten. Thank you. If you retrieve it,
Here they come! Nice one!
Smell some.
Nice one! Ah!
Huh?
Got him! Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never... I don't... She would... I don't know about normal. It's sensible. You mean about the mission? I know, but the machine... I think there's something higher and greater than us. Good work.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlie... I became so desperate, I even got myself a... Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decide. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. Enough with the questions. No offense, but... Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up in Van... It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be... Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide plate. Could do without the gallows humor. Over in the hothouse.
Got it. Heads down. Here they come! I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Here we go! Get ready!
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I've got all the time. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me. I'm great at...
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's... You pretty much did my job. Let me know if I can do something for you. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? Are you staying long? You should... Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed rep... Let's hear it. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out. He would do such a thing. The question is... Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. Reed will never understand. He has... Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Stefan's got supplies.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
System. Security patrol initiated.
I mean, for me. We can handle this. No mess.
Search concluded. No dissidents found. Unexpected. Searching for unauthorized.
We can
person.
handle this.
All beginning security. Fire detected.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
System. Halt. Creeping
Watch
beast.
out! That's the last of them. Where are we headed? Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Processing.
Incoming! That's the last of them. Two more. What'll happen? Incoming!
Go away, Phantom!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Okay, here we go! Nice one! Wow, not even a scratch! Where'd it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
System alert. Performing.
Here they come!
Get
ready. That's the last of them.
the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted... Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that... Tell him how...
I don't know what you did to talk some sense. The matter's been weighing. Zoe came back, but I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, you better be sure about this. Yeah, you're right. And I suspect Reed's learned his lesson by now. Might even be willing to talk terms. Hey, Thomas, gather up your personals and we'll go talk to Reed to...
This is all happening so fast. Give me a little time. Edgewater...
That's the thing about growing. You offering to cross Reed? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed. Tell him that...
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer.
Here they come! You just killed him. You enjoyed that? Are you some kind of psychopath? I can't. I need to leave. I need to get... You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon...
Look at that. The snake's come back. You have a peculiar comfort with violence. Killing off my garden, gunning down Reed Thompson. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of it? I might turn that old cannery into a garden. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Gotta consider... I need some time to gather my personals.
One of us want to go see. That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edge...
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local... What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how... Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind...
Heads down. Yeah, huh? Where are we headed? So what's the plan?
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should... We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's... You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. The board's been Excellent. I'll send her. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. And remember, the board's only interested in filling their own pockets.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart... Make yourself at home, Captain. Want to be a brand new... You try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Can we chat? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you can at Borston Beach. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to... What? Oh... Just checking your ship's... Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. Something you need?
That's not the point. This hat would just not...
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3... I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up... You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from... Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing... Wanda Dorset over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my... Is there anything... Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
This is Halcyon. News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Rizzo Spectra Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our consumer care.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice! Taste the freedom!
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting... Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold. Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat. Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint. Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be. It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Speaking of interest... Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery.
Yeah.
That's a spacer's choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Have a look. What can I... Don't take my word for it. Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air. Don't take my word for it. I got you too? Yeah, same hat. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head. Hope you're very happy in there.
You think he means it?
As a consumer-facing representative of Spacer's Choice, I'm obligated to project honest testimony, including what I just said. Wear it with pride, with hope, No one can take that away from you.
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make...
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Emperor?
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're... If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis. You look out, though.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously.
This heat's unbearable.
Those XF411s? And an old Yaki...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friend. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. At ease. Nice to see. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer... Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later?
I'd be happy to make the time.
Right. In person. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Couldn't have done it without your moral support.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship that... Speak your mind. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to swim. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bay. Hold on. The back bays are on a lower deck. Good. Once you've...
Yeah, huh? Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I reckon there's work. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's calm and knows.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling. Time to feed the flu.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got... I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still... You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Part. Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Neighbor from above. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while... That's bureaucracy. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting... Ship got impounded. That's bureaucracy. You can come and go in my little kingdom.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that.
Have you seen this man?
Go back to Byzantium, they gold-plated.
Your whole family tonight.
You see we had a conveyor puller?
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let... I'd surely love to, but that... Gosh, I wouldn't dream...
She's a good ship, ma'am.
Happy to hear. I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor. Have yourself a pleasant... Hey there! You talked to Mr. Udom yet? Have yourself...
Hey.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You, lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. Phineas, that old real light in the wallet, too. He's still Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreakers. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corpse... Don't... Want a charming copper...
I'm just gonna...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. Has something happened? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear... Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. Ah, that's just like him. Tell me. No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going... There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go... Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex... That's... Well... Oh, I'm sorry. Good law. No.
Hey there. Be seeing you.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put...
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little... I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by. Just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech. Just, hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. That motto is a... Wow. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the ground.
Hey there! Got word on the wireless. Hope you enjoyed your time on. We don't need luck. Bye. Hope you enjoy. Ah. Hope you enjoy. Ah. Hope you made it.
Port of call. Colony. Ah.
Well, I thought it was neat.
I'm still.
Yeah, I've done work for Sublate. Need to pay the bills somehow.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through message, she sent me a poem. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and... Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, it's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei, I just couldn't work up the courage. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to... They were... I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar? Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Stowaways ain't free. Imagine spending... The thought had occurred to me, boss, but I had to get off the Groundbreaker. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated it.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Rizzo's long apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw? It's recommended by 11 at...
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this...
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so... Oh, and don't worry on the price. Well, drunk's what I'm aiming for. Bottoms up.
Whoa, easy there, Parvati. Maybe you want to work yourself up to whiskey next time.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm fine. Oh, Captain, I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? Huh. Yeah. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech.
You want to know what I think? I think you should write what you want to say down on your hand. Always worked for me.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad. How this Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Well, maybe she just wanted to... I need another drink. Water's for cowards. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration?
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Everything? Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we... Don't you tease me. You know I'm not... That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought... Of course. Huh. I'd never thought of it that way. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rosish colored goggles talking. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. Yeah. Well, Captain, this has been... Oh gosh, I don't know. All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we... Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well...
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're a real good friend. Come on.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did a contract for Sublight.
Only one.
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't... Oh, that whiskey. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent... I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any... Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps... I ought to go write her back. I mean, or...
Welcome back, Captain. How can I... Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing... What?
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel. Take care. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
No guards, huh? I like this place already. Something chewed clear through that armor.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than...
They left their own outside to die? Was it that bad?
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? Aren't you with the brutes that attacked our lab? Oh, I forgot the carpet in here. Oh, you're still here. If you haven't already, you might speak to Anton. I forgot the carpet.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh. Yes. Anton Crane. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can add... I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't...
Captain's got your best interests at heart, mister. Honest.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever. Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste. Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Cleo's Appazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well. Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing department is almost as befuddled as my co-workers here. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. No, realistic. I don't get that research back, I'll be released from my indenture contract. Please, I'm begging you. It's just in my safe. Look, I'm trusting you with the code. Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand... Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. Can we talk about this?
I don't know about Dr. Crane's research, but we ought to find Mr. Jameson. He's gotta be all alone and scared.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Over in the main labs. We've been cooped up in here. I don't...
Ugh. If I had... to look at those yellow walls all day, I'd make a point to sleep on the roof.
The ventilation shaft.
Heads up, boss! Everyone all right? Heads up! Nice to get a little fresh air in your lungs. All right, here we go! Oh, that's the last of him. Hey, boss. I think we can get in through that vent shaft. Ugh, getting acquainted with all sorts of colorful new smells today.
Get ready! Everyone all right?
What was, huh?
Incoming!
Get him!
Don't mess with us.
Hey! You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here. You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Cleo security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, the other way out is through the loading bay. But you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you.
Smells like they gotta back up somewheres. Maybe even a fatberg.
What the? What was that?
Looks like we're doing this!
That's the last of them!
Hey! You! Over here! Oh, good. It's been...
It's up, boss!
I would ask.
We all in one piece?
Process sweep.
Incoming!
Here they come!
Who the... You damn turncoat? You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security camera. I reckon we... You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done ain't exact... I gotta believe that all we done will mean something. I let them walk. Doc Crane will be so far... I reckon I don't... Here, my key card. It'll get you access to the whole... Full stakes, people. We're heading back to town.
I would ask what was... Ask away. Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for this, assuming I make it out of this place alive. I would ask.
Incoming!
Finally. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of... So you have. And now, if you do not... Oh, really? Damn and blast. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it. Good. Orphans. Is that what you are calling yourself now?
Heads up!
From the beginning.
Incoming!
Fun! Looks like we're doing this! Jackass is incoming!
It's
up, boss! Gotta get past the armor! It's working, boss! Oh, that's the last of him! Looks like we're doing this! How did you get through?
Did someone lift the lockdown? What? How the hell did you get in here? No, not... I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. It's like he thinks I'm a child. His hands-on management style is coming to a point of... Please. That man doesn't have... I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me... Oh, wonderful! That...
Damn right we left the lab. What's left there that's worth dying for? Doc Crane better get over himself.
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned... That is wonderful news. I'd feared the... Of course they... If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously... Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven Oh, as if my... You can't possibly understand the magnitude of this decision. Auntie Cleo will have my... Leave me be. If you're not here to kill me, then leave. I'm finished with you.